for three. You betcha.
The pass to Miller outside three. Good. Big block by Olsen.
Fryer in the paint. Now to Holzer. Left corner three. Bang! Bang! Oh!
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And welcome back to yourliveevent.com. It's our championship semifinal round as the Fargo Davies Eagles take on the Fargo Shanley Deacons. Another EDC rivalry matchup here, and this one a win. Yes, you go on to the EDC championship game, and yes, you want to win that title, and yes, you want to be the number one seed out of the East, but more importantly, you know that you're going to be at the Class A basketball tournament with a win here in this game, and that's something you're going to keep in mind here, Alex, is that you win, you're on to state, you get that load off your back for Saturday's championship night.
Yeah, absolutely, and seeding definitely matters at the state tournament, but at the same time, you got to beat the best if you're going to win anyways, so the ultimate goal of this tournament is to make it to state, so if you're able to accomplish that in day number 2, that's a lot of pressure taken off of your back heading into the last day of the tournament.
And let's look at the road these two teams took. Davies, a team that was the number 2 ranked team in the state, still is the number 2 ranked team, was the number 1 seed in this tournament, and they played a matchup against Grand Forks Central, who we saw pick up a win earlier here today, as they will play at a state qualifying game. But we saw that contest. It was 79-49, Davies won, while Shanley got a 70-65 win over Grand Forks Red River to put them on to this championship game. This is our Irie Insurance pregame show. We'll take a break. Back with more on yourliveevent.com.
Hillsboro welcomes you with opportunities to build, grow, live, and work in the Hillsboro community. With the City of Hillsboro Renaissance Zone, new businesses and entrepreneurs can use to start a business. The time for you to consider Hillsboro is now. Come see us, make the drive, and visit the City of Hillsboro. Contact city offices or visit www.hillsboro-nd.com. Small town, big opportunity. Experience Hillsboro.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
And back here on our Irie Insurance pregame show. For all your insurance needs, visit Irie Insurance online at irieins.com. The Shanley Deacons against the Davies Eagles. Two teams that, well, their schools are just a stone's throw away from each other, playing here for a chance to go on to the championship game of the EDC tournament. The loser of this game will play the winner of our last game, which was Fargo North, who withstood a comeback attempt from Fargo South. So that's who the opponent will be for the loser of this game at 11 a.m. on Saturday morning in the CDC tournament. And rest assured that game will be on yourliveevent.com. Just about set here for the announcements of our starting lineup for the Shanley Deacons and the Davies Eagles. 13-9 is Shanley, 20-2 is Davies. Next game after this, Chase Miller will be back on the call. It will be Cheyenne against West Fargo High. Another rivalry matchup. It's been a fun day number 1 out here at the Shack. Tomorrow we'll have the girls' side of the CDC basketball tournament. And let us turn it over to the PA announcer.
Tournament semifinal game between the visitors on the scoreboard, the Shanley Deacons, and the home team, the Fargo Davies Eagles. Role models are more important than ever in today's society. You will be serving as a role model by displaying good sportsmanship in this contest. Respect the players and coaches on both teams and accept the calls of the officials. Everyone appreciates the good values portrayed by acts of good sportsmanship. Now for the introductions. First for the cheerleaders from Shanley, Autumn Cotterbaugh, Hannah Lasky, Leah Olson, and Olivia Splitstazer. Cheerleaders for Davies, Teresa Andres, Lawrence Gazebo, Madison Lunick, Chloe Tomervik, and Olivia Wepler. Now for the starting lineups. For the Deacons at guard, a 5'10" senior number 4, Carter Jager. For the Eagles, a 6-foot freshman, number 3, Mason Claybo. For Shanley at guard, a 6'3" senior, number 25, Tyler Kraft. For Davies, a 6-foot senior, number 4, Ian Machenbaker. At forward for Shanley, a 6'2" senior, number 20, Jack Pollard. For Davies, a 5'11" junior, number 11, Raymond Brown. For the Deacons at forward, a 6'4" junior, Buchiri Hakim. And for the Eagles, a 6'7" junior, number 24, Max Frosley. At center for the Deacons, a 6'5" junior, number 23, Connor Kraft. And for the Eagles, a 6'6" senior, number 25, Evan Van Dam.
And that has been the announcement here of our starting lineup. Opening tip-off when we return next on YourLiveEvent.com.
See your future come together at Lake Region State College. Train for in-demand careers, part-time, full-time, or online. At Lake Region State College, we change lives.
And opening tip-off underway here. It's the EDC semifinals on YourLiveEvent.com. Davies Eagles, Shanley Deacons. Winner onto the championship and a guaranteed spot onto state. Raymond Brown will go to the right side. Machenbaker went to pass, knocked away by Kraft. And here comes the Deacons. Kraft to Hakim. Will go back beyond the arc. Sets it to Connor Kraft. Rather, that is a Tyler Kraft with the ball. Gets the pass from Connor Kraft. Will now go to Hakim. To the left side, Jagger with the ball. 9 seconds on the shot clock. And a contested shot for Kraft. This one will go back to the Davies Eagles. And to the left side, missed shot for Van Dam. Goes right back to Shanley.
Really nice pass there from Claybo. Just couldn't quite come up with the finish off the up and under.
Kim will lose the dribble. This one will roll out of bounds.
Another couple turnovers to start off the game, just like our previous one. Maybe just a little bit of nerves. Takes a little bit to settle into playing on a new court. Playoff time. Both teams with state aspirations.
Feed to Van Dam, misses the shot. Pollard the rebound, and it's Shanley's basketball. You don't realize what a few feet will do to a court as a long 2 left side misses for Hakim. Ball is picked up by Claybo, and it's Davies' basketball. Drive shot, too good for Mason Claybo. And Davies scores first. Claybo coming off of 36 points in their victory against Grand Forks Central. Hakim with the ball. Feeds over to the near side to Kraft. Into the hands of Pollert, near side Jagger. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Coming to drive is Kraft, puts it up, will miss. Rebound deflected into the hands of Jagger for 3. But there was a foul call before that.
And you mentioned Claybo having 36 points in that previous game against Central. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure he had over 30 with about 10 minutes left in that ball game. And then at that point, that game was sort of over, and I don't think he either wasn't that aggressive or didn't get to play that much down the stretch. So very good first showing there from Claybo as he lines up and knocks down a 3. Starting off the scoring for Davies with all 5 of their points.
Now 5 straight for Claybo. A freshman already getting offers to play at North Dakota State. Held ball. This one will stay with the Shanley Deacons. We brought it up when we talked about Carter Zeller for North, as he's only a sophomore. You got to play with him 2 more years. You got 3 more years of Claybo after this.
Yeah.
Big 3 off the mark, but Tyler Kraft, I believe, will be shooting 3.
And I can guarantee you that every single coach in the EDC is with me on this. We wish that Claybo was a senior right now. I mean, that's just where he's at right now as a freshman. It's pretty unbelievable. It's hard to imagine he's going to be even better from year to year from here on out until he's a senior. Let's see if Tyler Kraft can start the scoring here for the Deacons. Missing his first 2.
And foul, by the way, on Raymond Brown, his first. And 0 for 3 is Tyler Kraft, and the Davies crowd letting him hear it. Moshem Baker will bring the ball up court. Feeds to Raymond Brown to the right side. Claybo, another 3. Claybo had 6 threes, by the way, in that 36-point performance. Jagger across court, throws to the corner, open shooter, Pollard misses. Deacons hang on to the basketball, 3 for Kraft, good.
That's a really big bucket there. Davies is notorious for coming out on and just pouncing on teams right away. So being able to find a big 3-point bucket there, followed by a stop.
Yeah, missed shot from Moshem Baker. Shanley got the basketball, overpass for Akim. Will go out of bounds.
We'll see if Fargo Davies looks to continue to find the hot hand or if they look to see if they can get someone else in a rhythm here. Looks like they're going to send Claybo off some double staggers here right away.
Claybo to the left side. Frosley misses the shot. Shanley's basketball. Pollard with the ball. Is able to feed Kraft. Misses a 3. Rebound Davies. And it's Claybo. Another 3. This one off the iron. Pollard with the rebound will come to Carter Jagger. And driving up for 2, Connor Kraft, and he's going to draw a foul. I believe they're going to say he won't go to the line. Yeah, he will be on the ground. Frosley called for the foul, his first, team second. Danny York will come into the game for Davies. I believe they made 1 more substitution. Caden Broflat also came into the game. So Davies putting 2 new players in as a long inbounds is picked up by Jagger. Able to feed to Hakim between his feet, ball loose. Davies has the basketball. Handled by York, now to the corner, Brown, 3 off the iron, rebound 2-handed by Jack Pollard. Shanley has the basketball, down 8-3. Jagger on the wing, will come to Kraft. Inside to Kraft, that was Connor Kraft missing the shot. And Shanley, 1 and done on that possession, to the basket, missing the shot, Mason Claybo, but he is fouled.
And I would expect a pretty high-scoring game tonight. I know Shanley's struggling to string some points together here, but if you look on the floor, neither team really has maybe what you would call a traditional big that plays a lot of minutes. They've got guys, their taller forwards are the guys that are spacing the floors and can still attack off the dribble. So there's going to be a lot of space on the floor for both teams. just because so many guys can shoot the rock from the perimeter.
Bennett Bird will check into the game. Claybo has all 9 for the Eagles, trying to make it all 10 for the Eagles. He does, 10-3 the lead. And a long pass attempt. This one gets deflected in press row and will wind up in the front row. I spent a couple weeks ago at the state wrestling tournament, and I know you're not a huge wrestling fan, high school wrestling, though you support your teams, but you have those lean heavyweights, those guys who can do things at that weight class that a lot of other heavyweights aren't, as a deflected shot in the lane will still go in for Kraft. And I feel when you talk about not having these true traditional bigs, is you maybe have a little bit more flexibility in those positions like you would having a lean heavyweight.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it forces other teams to either say, well, we're either going to play our bigs and try to beat you down low, or we're going to try to, you know, play that strategizing game where are we going to put someone a little bit slimmer out there who can move their feet and guard out on the perimeter? Are we going to sacrifice some rebounding for some length? I mean, there's a lot of things that go into play there. But versatility is definitely a big advantage for teams, especially heading into potential state tournament berth for either team here, where you never know what you're going to get matched up against.
You were wondering where I was going with that wrestling thing.
I was.
You were wondering. We started out there, and we brought it all the way in here, as Kraft will bring it to the near side. Feeds to Jagger. His 3, good. I'll make it 11-8. And Shanley keeping pace with Davies, a team traditionally off to quick starts. As Brown will come over to the right side, feeds to York. York driving the lane over defense off the heel of the basket. Rebound gets tipped to Bennett Bird for Shanley, and Bird to the near side will hand it off to Carter Jagger. Will come back to Bird. Bird off the glass, misses the shot, draws the foul. And Bird, I don't think, was quite on the same page with Jagger, but that play ends up working out for him as he gets a trip to the line.
Oh, Bird looking to be the fourth deacon here to get on the scoreboard. As Davies, 10 of their 11 points coming from Claybo right now.
Alex Proctor will come into the game for Davies, and you look at that at face value and you go, well, they just have one guy, but they don't. Then that's the scary part, as missing the shot is Bennett Bird.
Oh, and you look at Motzenbaker here bringing the ball up the floor. I don't think he's attempted a shot yet, but he was all EDC last year, and he can really put the ball in the hole.
Hakim with the ball will come to Kraft. Back to Tyler Kraft, his 3 off the iron, right into the hands of Moschenbaker. Now, Moschenbaker and Claybo combined for 56 points in that win against Central, as a 3 will miss for Frosley. Rebound is picked up by Porter, worked back beyond the arc, is fed to Frosley, misses the shot. Shanley with the basketball. Jagger comes to Hakim, shot altered. Picked up by Bird, and Shanley keeps control of the basketball. 11-19 in county left in the first half. On a United Savings Credit Union scoreboard. Here comes a feed to Bird, and good. It will be for 3.
Ooh, and looks like they got a foul there. Looks like it's going against Fargo Davies on the rebound. So ball is going to go back to Shanley. An opportunity to put up more than 3 points this possession. Saw Connor Kraft had the mismatch down low there. Sucked in the defense, drew the double team, and kicked it out for an open Bird, who knocks down the triple.
Now Bird wants to inbound. Able to feed to Connor Kraft.
I would expect them to go back to Kraft with a smaller. What is that? Is that Yorkie guarding Connor Kraft there?
Yeah, York called for his first, team's 5th, and that's quietly kind of crept up on us as 5 fouls for Davies. Bird for the jumper, won't get it. Porter the rebound. Davies has the basketball. It's Mason Claybo. Claybo sets this one in motion. And a rebound picked up by Shanley. I believe it's Proctor who had that missed shot. Now driving Kraft in for two. Connor Kraft. First lead of the game for Shanley. Here comes Moschenbaker. Off the glass, will miss. Rebound to Proctor, but there was a foul before that. Kraft called for his first, team's fourth. 10:23 left to go in the first half.
That was a really nice hesitation move there from Moschenbaker. Wasn't quite able to finish over the taller Connor Kraft there, but just the way he got downhill there and froze the defense with that hesitation move, that was really slick.
Inbound to Claybo, will go to Moschenbaker, misses the shot, and a battle for the rebound, no one with clear control, and it comes out of bounds, Evan Van Dam, and that moves the entire table here at press row along with it. Saw that last week at the Region 1 girls basketball tournament. A couple players run full force into this table as a nice hesitation move from Kraft winds up to Kim in the corner, and to Connor Kraft off the glass and in. And one for Connor Kraft. Shanley takes a 2-point lead.
Yep, and that was the correct call. Looks like Claybo was set up in the restricted zone there, trying to take the charge. He definitely beat him to the spot. It was just the wrong spot. Shanley putting together a nice little run here. I believe that's at least 8 unanswered points.
5-point lead for the Shanley Deacons. Here comes Proctor, pass low to Van Dam, picked up by Proctor and put in for two. Alex Proctor chips in two off the bench. 16-13, Davies within 3. Tyler Kraft will come to Connor Kraft. Now to Kim. 9.5 to play here in the first half, and foul call against Davies.
Yeah, and that's 6 fouls on Davies here. So Shanley will be going to the free throw line from this point on anytime Davies picks up a foul. Oh, never mind. I guess I was step slow today.
It's Hakeem to the line. 16-13 the score. And he hits the first. Kim averaging 8 points, 4 rebounds a game. The junior has been a big contributor, had 19 in their their win against Red River, and he hits both free throws. 18-13, 5 points, largest lead that Shanley's seen. Ball goes to Claybo. Claybo to drive, back beyond the arc, finds York. Under the basket, Van Dam misses the layup. Proctor has the ball, kicks it beyond the arc. Claybo's left open, off the side of the iron. Rebound tipped around and picked up by York. York finds Proctor. Proctor to drive, feet in the lane, batted around, and finally pulled in by Connor Kraft. If you're one of those players standing in the lane, and you know, because you've played plenty of basketball in your life, that seemed like a split second to us watching. But to them, it's like an eternity waiting to see who gets possession of that missed shot.
Yeah, it does.
Proctor will scoop up a missed pass attempt. Proctor to the basket. Layup good. Alex Proctor, 4 off the bench, makes it 18-15.
Wow, he picked that ball up from probably just inside the three-point line and got all the way to the rim. That was a smooth move.
Bird to the top of the key. Wheelock with the ball. Goes back to the near side, finds Kraft. Hakim off the glass, in for 2. That's 4 for Hakim. 5-point lead again for Shanley. Approaching 8 minutes, about the halfway point here of this first half on your United Savings Credit Union scoreboard. Winner on to the EDC Championship Losing team will play against Fargo North. We just had that game for you here on yourliveevent.com. Final game today will be Cheyenne against West Fargo High. Chase Miller will have the call of that one. A missed shot for Hakim. Rebound, Kraft for two. That will miss, and a battle for the ball. They're going to call a held ball. Moschenbaker came right down with Bird, and the ball will go to Davies.
Both teams are making it really tough on each other to come down with those rebounds. There has not been an uncontested rebound in a while. Both teams working really hard to find those extra possessions any way they can by, I mean, realistically, you can say a rebound is a loose ball, right? Nobody has possession of it, so rebounding is a big part of the game. You want those 50-50s, those loose balls, give yourself extra possessions.
Driving, shooting, Moschenbaker gets his first two.
That's big. That's big for Davies, getting him on the scoreboard there. We'll see if he can get something going here.
And a steal attempt. Broflat gets the steal, too long on the pass attempt to Frosley, and it's out of bounds. You saw Broflat's reaction. He knew he just did not time that right.
Yep, it's a lot of information you got to process really fast. You see someone running up to you and you're already going full speed. You don't have much time to react and make a decision, and just couldn't quite make a very accurate pass there.
Wheelock with the ball for Shanley. Trying to shed himself of Claybo. We'll go to Jagger, back to Hakim. And Hakim loses it, and they're going to say Moschenbaker last to get hands on the ball. And you can hear it. Davies not happy with that call. Davies down by 3, 6:45 left in the half.
We all have different angles, but I'll be honest with you, I'm pretty sure Shanley may have gotten away with that one. I think that ball might have bounced off of Hakim's knee there before going out of bounds.
And a feed to the corner. 3, good. Wheelock with the 3. And the ball will go to Shanley, to Davies. Down by 6. And we'll get a foul call. That gets Moschenbaker to the line.
And those guards of Fargo Davies, Moschenbaker and Claybo, they just put so much pressure on the defense. You can see a lot of Fargo Davies offense revolves around setting a lot of screens for Moschenbaker and Claybo and letting those guys operate to either find a bucket for themselves or hit a teammate for an open look.
Both free throws good for Moschenbaker. He has 4, 23-19 the score. Anthony Wayner, by the way, the big man checking in for Shanley out of that last timeout. 6'9", has himself a presence on this court.
Yeah, and there's your traditional big for you right there.
And Hakim spins and hits 2, 25-19 the score, coming up on 6 to go in the half. Handled by Frosley, shot off the far iron, rebound, Pollard. Handled by Carter Jagger. Off a screen for 3, good. His second made 3, it is 28-19, 5:41 left in the half. We'll be back on yourliveevent.com.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms, saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage, our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most.
See Jared Hansen in Larimore, your agent with answers.
Back and underway out here at the Shack. Shanley steals from Davies. Davies turns and steals it right back. York was able to stick with that pass. Comes to Claybo, and Claybo's fouled. Carter Jagger called for his first team sixth non-shooting foul. Connor Kraft will come back out on the court. Coming around the defense, Moschenbaker shot good. Moschenbaker starting to come alive here. He has scored 6 straight for Davies. They trail now by 7. Jagger feeds to Connor Kraft. Back to Wheelock. Now Jagger with the basketball, one-on-one with Moschenbaker. Sets to Hakim, guarded by Proctor. Shoots over Proctor, gets it. Kerry Hakim with 8 points.
Yeah, he's used his length on that one. That was really good defense, but just used those long arms to shoot it over the top. Nice touch on the finish.
Moschenbaker to Claybo. Nothing happening for Claybo. Comes to Alex Proctor. Proctor at his average of 6 a game. (30-23). Shanley came back to tie this game at 11, has had the lead since then, and we're going to get a timeout. Coach Paper wants a timeout. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Powerful and playful. Delicate and precise. Bold and carefree. It's the way you move, and it moves us. To deliver care for your whole family. To provide options beyond the expected. To help you leave pain in the past and find your way forward. Sanford Health. Here for all. Here for good.
We are back on YourLiveEvent.com. Shanley 30, Davies 23. EDC Championship semifinals. I'm Joel Morgan. Alex Quist with us, head coach of the Valley City Highliners. It's been a fun tournament here so far. Our last game looked like it's going to be North running away with it, but our tip of the cap to South for staying with it. It was 81-64, the final score. A team that really had a complete 180 in the second half, and North just able to fend that off. Ball inside to Kraft, a little too strong on his shot, gets his rebound, goes for a putback, knocked loose by York and picked up by Moschenbaker. Will come to York, now to Claybo. Claybo drives. Proctor with the ball, York with the ball will go to Brown, to York. A feed to Moschenbaker, layup good.
Oh, that was actually Claybo there with the cut and the finish. Think of Claybo as more of a point guard, but he can score in just about any way. They're cutting behind his defender there. Good pass, good finish.
Missed 3 for Jagger. Ball will go back to Davies. Moschenbaker and Claybo just off the mark. Ball goes out of bounds. Got it. Bird will come back in for Shanley. Approaching 3 minutes to go in the first half. We'll get our first half numbers coming your way. Also tell you about our Shanley Cheyenne game, which is going to be our next championship semifinal. Chase Miller with the call of that. Bird off the glass and in, just checked into the game, scores his 5th. 32-25 the score. Claybo drives the lane. Up for 2 with ease. Claybo will respond back. His 14th of the game.
And if you're Shanley, there's not much else you can do on that. Actually pretty good defense. Cut him off about 10, 12 feet from the hoop. Claybo just stops on a dime and rises over the top for the finish.
Tyler Kraft for 3. That will come off the iron. Rebound tipped around. No one with clear control. And then it just gets forced by Jagger. Bird had hands on the basketball. Picked up by Kraft to Connor Kraft. will hit it for two.
I really like what Bird has given Shanley this game so far. It has picked up maybe a second or third loose ball of the game there, leading to those 2 points, providing Shanley with a little bit of a spark on both ends here.
And now denied going to the basket is York. Davies will keep the basketball. Minute 57 left to play in the first half. Lashon Baker at the baseline to inbound. Caden Broflat will check back into the game. Ball gets inbounded, fouled as Claybo going to the rim. I believe it's Carter. Carter Jagger called for his second personal. And that's Mason Claybo at the line. He's 2 for 2 in the game. And he'll miss the first. Broadcaster's jinx. Alex Wheelock will check in for the Deacons. And next free throw good for Claybo. 15 for Claybo, 34-28. Davies down by 6 on the United Savings Credit Union scoreboard. 2 locations in Fargo along with Dilworth and Detroit Lakes. Pollard to shoot, fouled by Lashon Baker. Lashon Baker's first, team's 8th.
Davies foul number 4, Ian Lashon Baker, that's his first foul.
Pollard will get 2 free throws.
Justin Pollard to the line.
And the first is good.
Shanley's found a pretty good rhythm on offense here. Started off the game, a couple turnovers. I think they started off the game, they airballed their first 2 shots. And it didn't take long after that to find their stroke, and they're putting a lot of pressure on Fargo Davies on the other end of the floor.
Brown to Claybo. Claybo over the defense, try to follow his shot, was closed out, and Bennett Bird will pick it up. Long pass, Pollard will miss the shot. Davies gets it, Brown up court. Brown will go to Claybo, and Claybo will lose this one out of bounds. Minute 10 left in the half. Inbound comes around to Lashon Baker to the hands of Claybo. Claybo for 3, will miss, Pollard the rebound. Minute left in the half. Pollard, some hesitation on a 3, will come to Wheelock. Wheelock up for a contested 3, off the backboard, two-handing the rebound, Evan Van Dam.
Davies doing a good job. Looks like they're jamming ball screens when Connor Kraft sets screens so they don't let him loose for a pop or a roll, forcing Shanley to come off and shoot some pretty deep perimeter 3s off of those ball screens.
Lashon Baker to the corner. Broflat drives, ball taken away, handled by Kraft. Connor Kraft will go to Pollard. Back to Kraft, spins, will go to Bennett Bird. About a split-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Doesn't matter because Davies gets the basketball. They'll hold for final shot. Claybo drives, shoots, won't get the shot. Put back attempt deflected, back at the backboard, put back good. Will they count it? Van Dam will hit the shot before the half. Rather, Broflat will hit the shot before we get to the half. And our score at halftime, Shanley 36, Davies 30. First half numbers coming up next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Welcome to Ada, Minnesota. There's much to offer for new residents and much to do once you're here. Medical facility, living community, and assistant living. A beautiful school campus providing quality education. The Deco Center with a 24-hour fitness center. A community of faith with church and youth programs. Auto dealers, bowling, theater, farm implement and agronomy centers. Banks, retail and service businesses, a radio station, and much more. With employment and housing available. Welcome to the City of Ada to work, raise a family, and relax. Contact the City of Ada for more information.
Rock Solid Concrete. Give them a call at 701-238-4523 to get a free estimate on all your concrete projects. Services provided are, but not limited to, decorative stamp patios, decorative stamp sidewalks, new and replacement driveways and sidewalks, garage, shop, and shed pad floors, and residential and commercial flat work. They would love to sit down with you and find a plan that works best for your projects. Call Rock Solid Concrete at 701-238-4523.
Red River Valley Speedway, what a great place to let your heart race. Excitement second to none. Every Friday night you're gonna feel alright. Your destination for family fun.
Friday Night Racing returns this spring. Log on to RedRiverValleySpeedway.com for more information.
Red River Valley Speedway, the fastest high bank dirt track in the upper Midwest.
The City of Hillsborough welcomes you with opportunities to build, grow, live, and work in the Hillsborough community. With the City of Hillsborough Renaissance Zone, new businesses and entrepreneurs can use to start a business. The time for you to consider Hillsborough is now. Come see us, make the drive, and visit the City of Hillsborough. Contact city offices or visit www.hillsborough-nd.com. Small town, big opportunity. Experience Hillsborough.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you. Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms. Saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage. Our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
It's a family-oriented community.
It's a great community to raise kids in a family.
They're a safe place to raise a family, and can go four-wheeling on the trails or kayaking down the river.
Just more than knowing the family that's here, it's getting to know new neighbors.
We wanted to be somewhere that was community-oriented, and this felt just perfect.
From too wet to too dry, we know Mother Nature has the final say on the crop. Count on Irie Insurance to help manage that risk. Irie Insurance has a proven track record with over 30 years of experience as a crop insurance leader. Protect your legacy with the right tools to do the job. Learn more at IrieInsurance.com or by calling your local agent in Devils Lake, Hillsborough, Hope, Mackville, Towner, and West Fargo.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
St. John Paul II Catholic Schools is a community inspiring excellence through faith, learning, and service. They have provided a faith-based learning environment for over 100 years in the Fargo-Moorhead area. At JP2 Catholic Schools, they form community leaders as they begin their journey of excellence, beginning with 3-year-old little deacons all the way through 12th grade deacons. The tradition of excellence continues at JP2 Catholic Schools. It is the Deacon Way. Good luck to all athletes from JP2 Catholic Schools.
Making a difference and impacting lives comes together when you study to become a nurse at Lake Region State College. Our nursing program is available in Mayville, Grand Forks, and Devils Lake. Find out more today. Lake Region State College. We change lives.
Save the dates for the Norman County Fair, Ada, Minnesota, June 22nd through 25th. New this year, music from Post-Traumatic Funk Syndrome, the Freddie Justice Hypnotist, the Traveling Escape Room, Nick the Magician for Youth Day, Senior Day, Free Family Friday, the Red Letter Band, the Woodpicks, racing, and so much more. NormanCountyFair.com. The Norman County Fair, Ada, Minnesota, June 22nd through 25th. It is where summer begins and the fun never ends.
Everybody's gonna be there. Red River Valley Speedway. What a great place to let your heart race. Excitement second to none. Every Friday night you're gonna feel alright. Your destination for family fun.
Friday night racing returns this spring. Log on to redrivervalleyspeedway.com for more information.
Red River Valley Speedway. The fastest high bank dirt track in the upper Midwest.
Welcome back to the EDC semifinals on yourliveevent.com, your home for EDC tournament action all weekend long. Our score on the United Savings Credit Union scoreboard: Shanley 36, Davies 30. Some numbers for the Davies Eagles: 30% from the field. They're 11 for 36, 22% on three-pointers, 6 for 8 from the free throw line. Shanley shooting 40%, 13 for 32. 5 for 13 on threes at 38%. Free throws made, they are 5 for 10. Rebounds in favor of Shanley, 20 to 17. Turnovers in favor of Shanley, they're -1. Bench points, both teams with 8. Second chance points, 5-4 in favor of Shanley. Points off turnovers, 6 for Davies, but really, Alex, it's been a very closely contested game.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think looking ahead to the second half here, I'll be curious to see if Davies can break through Shanley's tough half-court defense. I think Shanley, they've got a lot of guys that can sit down and guard. Made things really tough for, honestly, everybody. But, you know, as Claybo and Motzenbaker go, so do the Eagles. And so first half, Claybo shooting 5 for 14 from the floor, and Motzenbaker 2 for 7 from the floor. And some other guys, you know, Proctor had a good half. He was 3 for 3, but outside of that, there's a lot of offers on the stat sheet there. And so Shanley did a really good job of guarding in that first half. I think if Shanley can keep the game in the half court here in the second half, they're going to have a lot more success guarding. But on Davies, let me tell you what, they are a dangerous team. They can go in spurts where, I mean, they'll just drop 10 on you in a blink of an eye. They can just really get up and down the floor. So look for the Davies to really try to turn this game into a little bit more of a transition game up and down the court. Maybe bring out a little bit of pressure, get those guys out of their rhythm. But both teams, I mean, that was a tightly contested first half. I'm hoping it's the same thing in the second.
Some numbers for Shanley: Connor Kraft 9 points, Mercuria Kim 8 points, 6 points for Carter Jagger. Bennett Bird off the bench, 5 points, 3 rebounds. Those are the top 4 scores. Top 4 scores for Davies: Mason Claybo 15, Ian Moschenbaker 6 points. 6 points for Alex Proctor, Caden Braflat with 2 points. Bennett Bird from Shanley, Alex, he has some points to show on the score sheet, but he's done some things for this team coming off the bench that aren't going to show up on that score sheet. And for a stretch there, he was a difference maker.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, just, you know, some things just don't show up in the stat book. And honestly, even some things maybe fans don't always recognize, but, you know, setting ball screens, diving on the floor for loose balls, boxing out, all those little things, you know, they add up to big differences at the end of the game when it comes to the scoreboard. So in a close game like this, 6 points right now, I would expect it to tighten up the entire second half. Probably going to be a back and forth game. Those little things that don't show up in the stat sheet are just as important as the stats that do show up.
And a fresh 18 minutes will go up on our United Savings Credit Union scoreboard. Shanley will begin the second half with the basketball. And they lead this one by 6, 36-30. And our second half is underway. Shanley with the basketball. Jagger with the ball, closed in quickly by Brown, is able to feed to Connor Kraft. Back to Jagger near the center circle. Thought about that deep three, sends a pass to Pollard. His shot will ring off the side of the iron. It's a rebound for Frosley, and we'll go to Moschenbaker. Moschenbaker to Mason Claybo. Now to the near side. Jumper good for Raymond Brown. Brown's third point of the game. Second half scoring opened up by Davies. They are down by 4.
You see Davies coming out in a 3-2 zone, it looks like. Trying to throw Shanley off a little bit here, make him uncomfortable offensively. And right on cue, it'd force him into a turnover.
Ball handled by Moschenbaker. Will come to Brown. To the left side, Frosley. Shot off the iron and kept in bounce by Moschenbaker. Actually, he will throw that one off of Carter Jagger, but he was already out of bounds. It'll be Shanley's basketball.
Frosley, normally a good shooter, struggling from the floor right now. That's not a guy you want to leave open and take your chances with, though, if you're Shanley.
Jagger on the near wing. Ball taken away by Brown. Brown, a straight steal. Flips across the lane. Has Claybo, but a foul call. And officials will discuss. Carter Jagger called for his third.
Number 4, Carter Jagger, that's his third foul, first team foul. Mason Claybo to the line, shooting 2.
And Claybo will shoot 2.
It was tough to tell from our angle, but it looks like Bart Manson getting a little heated over on the sideline, wanting that one to be an intentional foul.
Second free throw will miss. Ball will come back to Shanley. Handled by Pollard on the right side. Goes to Hakim, goes between his legs, but pick up by Jagger, his teammate. Will go to Kraft, now to the corner. Jagger drives, shoots off the iron. Rebound, Brown. Brown leads the charge to Moschenbaker left side. Moschenbaker back to Raymond Brown. 20 on the shot clock for Davies, and 3 for Brown.
That's big, that's big. Davies usually needs that third guy to step up. It could be a different guy each night, but Raymond Brown is certainly one of those guys who can really score the ball.
Timeout on the court. We'll be back with more on YourLiveEvent.com.
Let the team at Taxman help prepare your taxes and answer any of your tax-related questions. From financial planning, payroll services, and retirement planning, Taxman focuses on your unique tax, accounting, and consulting needs. For expert, affordable service from accountants that care about you with a combined 200 years of experience, choose Taxman. Open year-round with offices in Fargo and Moorhead. For more information, go online to fmtaxman.com.
36-36, our second tie of the game with 15:52 left to play. EDC Championship Semifinals here on YourLiveEvent.com. We'll have our next semifinal game coming up after this. West Fargo Cheyenne against West Fargo. So far today in this tournament, it was a 79-73 win for Grand Forks Central. They will play at a state qualifying game 12:45 on Saturday against the loser of Cheyenne and West Fargo High. Fargo North withstanding Fargo South's comeback attempt 81-64. So the Spartans will play the loser of this game at 11 a.m. A sunshine game on Saturday for a trip to state, and if it's a trip to state, Alex, I don't think you care if it's at 10, 9, 8. You're gonna have to be ready to go.
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. They're high school kids. They're excited. A chance to go to state. They're going to be ready to roll in the morning.
And a 3 for Pollard out of that timeout. What a response from Shanley. They stay in front, 39-36. So they were outscored 6-0 before that point. And Raymond Brown, who's had the hot hand, loses his footing. Van Dam will pick up the ball, goes to shoot. And rebound picked up by Frosley. Frosley's fouled. Carter Jagger's 4th personal. So now, if you're Coach Tony Paper, one of your starters sitting on 4 fouls with 15:25 left to play.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where, you know, this is it's a chance to go to state right here, punch your ticket. So you want your best players on the floor. Sometimes you got to put the trust in their hands and just trust that they won't foul. Unfortunately, Jagger there picks up his 4th.
Frosley hits both free throws. His first 2 points of the game. 39-38. Shanley's lead trimmed down to 1. Ball to Connor Kraft. 3 short of the iron. Picked up by Raymond Brown. Brown to Claybo. Claybo to shoot. Gets fouled. Pollard's first. Team's 3rd.
Shanley foul number 20, Jackson Pollard. That's his first foul, 3rd team foul. Mason Claybo to line, shoot 2.
Claybo 4 for 5 from the free throw line. Misses the first. Best he can do here now is tie. And he does. 39 all, our 3rd tie of the game. And here comes the Deacons. Pollard for 3 off the iron. Van Dam will cradle in the rebound. Comes to Claybo. Claybo flips it left side to Moschenbaker. And Moschenbaker comes around, but a timeout. Actually, it should be a foul off ball.
That looks like Van Dam's getting called for a moving screen there. Looks like he displaced Tyler Kraft there a bit. Looks like Fargo Davies is staying in their zone look. We'll see if Shanley can get some high quality looks off of it, maybe shoot him out of it.
Tyler Kraft will come to Hakim. Fakes inside, comes to Kraft. Contested 3, misses. A little bit impressive as he's able to go over Raymond Brown. Unfortunately, just comes up short for the Deacon. And now it's Claybo with the basketball. Claybo to Moschenbaker. We'll come back to Claybo. Feeds back to Moschenbaker to the corner. Frosley drives, but was on the line. It's Shanley's basketball, 14:09 left to play. Inbounded to Tyler Kraft. Shanley 13-9 on the year, 12-8 in the EDC. Davies 20-2, 18-2 in conference play. A deep 3 misses for Wheelock. And it's Raymond Brown with the basketball. Both offenses have gone cold here in this stretch. Frosley with the ball at the rim, gets 2. They're at 41-39. Davies back on top.
Deacons only with 3 points here in the first. We got 4.5 minutes here in the second half. The zone really giving them a hard time.
And Hakim misses a shot, gets his rebound, tries again, and off the backboard and in.
I think
Kerry Hakim has 10.
Yeah, that might have been their first inside look against the zone for this entire half. So if I'm Shanley, I'm looking to get that ball inside. I know things are a little bit tougher to get inside when you're playing against a zone, but settling for a lot of perimeter jump shots on that end.
4 ties now this game. Moschenbaker with the ball. Moschenbaker drives over the defense. Shot in and out. Connor Kraft the rebound. One-hand pass comes to Pollard. And he draws a foul. Max Frosley called for his second.
Davies foul number 24, Maxwell Frosley. That's his second foul, second team foul.
Oh, that's called fearlessness right there. Going into the trees there in attack mode. Gets rewarded with the foul call.
Bennett Bird will come back into the game for Shanley. Checking in for Davies. Caden Braflat. Braflat hit that field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. Second free throw good for Pollard. 42-41. Shanley back on top. 12:35 and counting left in this game. And winner clinches a spot onto state, and in Saturday night's EDC championship game, ball loose, still knocked around. Bird will get it, but he is out of bounds.
Shanley again, half-court defense, making it really tough for the Davies to get any really clean looks.
Claybo to Moschenbaker, back to Claybo. Claybo over the defense, won't get the shot. He knew it as soon as he released it, tried to follow it, couldn't get there. Now Shanley advancing this one up court, almost stolen away by Moschenbaker. Nice pass in the lane, and one for Connor Kraft.
You want to talk about more things that don't show up in the stat sheet. Shanley just met 2 passes that were about to get intercepted, but just by taking that extra step and meeting that pass, they're able to convert and score 3 points on the other end. None of those kids get credit for meeting those passes either, but it still turns into 3 points on the scoreboard.
45-41, Shanley by 4 on United Savings Credit Union scoreboard, with 2 locations in Fargo, 1 in Dilworth and Detroit Lakes. Crossley, 3, in and out, rebound. Jack Pollard almost has it taken away. Pollard bounces it to Wheelock on the near side, comes to Bird to the right side. Tyler Kraft, 3, good! And Shanley roars back here against the Eagles, 48-41, on top by 7. Raymond Brown, the jumper, will miss. Brown had the hot hand here to start the second half. Tyler Kraft with the ball for Shanley. Kraft drives beyond the arc. Pollard able to find Kraft. Kraft from the elbow, blocked by Braflat. Braflat across the lane has Moschenbaker for the layup. 48-43, Shanley by 5. Timeout on the court. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most.
See Jared Hansen in Larimore, your agent with answers.
(48-43), Shanley by 5. Welcome back to the EDC semifinals. Missed 3 for Tyler Kraft. Rebound Shanley, and driving the lane was Connor Kraft, swiped away. Davies has the basketball. It's Claybo to shoot, and 1 for Mason Claybo.
You know, before Motzenbaker had that fast break layup, I was just about to say that Davies started settling for a lot of jump shots. They need to start finding a way to get the ball inside, and right on cue, right after Motzenbaker gets a layup in transition, Claybo gets the and 1 opportunity, couldn't finish the free throw. But when you're struggling to make perimeter shots, you got to find a way to get the ball inside and at the very least put pressure on the defense or the refs, where maybe you put in a couple free throws, get a foul call.
Wheelock for 2, rings off the iron. Rebound York. York will come top of the key, lets his teammates get in position, feeds to Proctor. Proctor has it swiped away. Shanley with the basketball, it's Wheelock. Long pass to Kraft. Feeds to Bird, he gets fouled. Fourth foul for the Eagles. Third for Evan Van Dam. Frostley and Van Dam in foul trouble, 3 apiece. You're looking at 6-7, 6-6, and about 13 combined points per game between the two, as you're going to be missing minutes with, as Bennett Bird knocks down the first free throw. 48-45 the score.
Well, fortunately for them, though, Alex Proctor's been putting together a really solid game. You know, I wouldn't label him as a big, but he's a strong defender, and he's a good rebounder too, so he can fill in that role for them. So depth is definitely something that comes into play when teams are in foul trouble.
And we're going to see another foul called against Shanley.
Shanley foul number 25,
Tyler Kraft's second.
Ian Munchenbaker to the line, shooting 2.
And Moschenbaker gets the first. 49-46. Davies within 3. Next shot won't land. Rebound one-handed in by Connor Kraft. Connor Kraft to Tyler Kraft. Back to Connor Kraft. Near side, Wheelock. Wheelock feeds to Connor Kraft. To the baseline. Missed shot. Rebound back to the Deacons. Soka Porter missed the shot, and ball's out of bounds. Trying to plead his case briefly was Bird, saying that it was last touched by Davies, but it was last touched by the Deacons. Under 9.5 to play in this game.
Oh, I like what Shanley's been doing, though. They got a couple good looks inside there. Davies putting a lot of pressure, running them off the three-point line a little bit. Just couldn't get any of those looks to fall.
Ball goes beyond the arc. Driving Claybo feeds to Frostley. 6 for Frostley, 49-48, Davies within a point. Jumper for Kraft, Tyler Kraft able to answer right back. And a foul call will be a block against Wheelock. His first, team 6th.
We see the scoring on both ends picking up a little bit here. I would anticipate the pace to pick up along with that.
Claybo with the ball off the glass, misses off the side, swatted back by Proctor, and a battle under the net. It's going to be a held ball that will stay with Davies.
Wow. Proctor came from the opposite side of the hoop all the way back to the strong side and rose up above everybody and got his hand on that. And it was, I mean, he didn't just swat it. I mean, that was a shot attempt. He got it back up to the backboard. Extremely athletic play there. Good job by Proctor keeping the ball alive, and it turns out to be an extra possession here for the Eagles.
Claybo with the ball. Feeds down low. Alex Proctor is rewarded with a foul and a trip to the free throw line. Foul number 7 on Shanley. Bennett Bird's second.
Alexander Proctor to the line, shooting 2.
Shanley had a slow start to the second half as Proctor hits the first. And they fell behind briefly, but they've been playing pace right now in front of Davies. Now, anytime there's a stoppage of play, they're going to get a chance to go to the free throw line.
Yeah, you can see Fargo Davies picking up their pressure a little bit here and still staying in a zone look.
Foul called against Connor Kraft, trying to reach inside to take the ball away from Brown. That's Kraft's third.
And that's bonus already here, too.
So Brown to the line. Brown will hit the first, will now get to shoot the second. "51-51" the score. Our fourth tie of the game, and the tiebreaker goes to Davies in front, 52-51. Kim comes down low, shot will miss, a little too strong for Bird, and Davies has all the momentum here right now, leading by a point. To the near corner, Proctor for three, skips off far iron, brought down by Bird. Can really feel the tempo intensifying here on the courts. As Hakim, a great move, and will put his team back on front.
Yeah, that brought his teammates up on their feet from the bench. It's always fun to see the bench be active and celebrate their teammates when they're being successful.
Claybo to the basket, answers back at the other end. And it's Davies up by a point. Coming up on 7 minutes left to play in this game. And two at the other end for Bird. This one is just back and forth, back and forth.
And you definitely think that the pace favors Fargo Davies just because they always play this way, but Shanley getting some great looks early in offense on the other end.
Claybo for three, hits it after no-look pass from Moschenbaker. 57-55. Davies leading by a pair.
Well, let's see which team can get a stop first.
I said that's what it's going to have to come down to here as Kraft misses the shot. Kim had the rebound. Bird fouled trying to hit the putback.
Oh, defense can win you a lot of games, but at the end of the day, good offense can trump good defense. Haven't necessarily been a lot of open looks for either team, but man, they're really finding a way to put the orange in the bucket.
Bird will miss the first shot. Now the second, that will miss. Davies has the basketball, leading by two. Three for Claybo, knocks down another. 60-55.
Yeah, he's not playing on the high school line like everybody else is right now. That was a good foot off of the pro line right there.
Bird for two, and answer back for Shanley. Down by three. On the near side, Claybo. He pulls up for a shot. That will miss. Rebound, Shanley. Bird comes back to Kraft. Able to find Wheelock. Back beyond the arc. Three will miss for Bird. Ball picked up by Proctor. Proctor drives off the backboard. This time it's Bird. Right side, Tyler Kraft. Three off the iron. Rebound, Bird.
Probably a good decision to pull it out here for Shanley. Oh, it looks like they're going to attack again. This game is going fast right now.
You get locked in as an announcer into a point of this game, and you don't realize how much time is wound down, where this game stands. It's just been so back and forth. 60-57. Davies leads by three on the United Savings Credit Union scoreboard. We'll name our precision player of the game, our energy player of the game, and at this point, it's a toss-up on who's going to get that. There's been a lot of guys, Alex, who don't have the numbers scoring-wise, who have been energy players of this game.
Absolutely. You can make a contribution to the team without putting up big numbers on the point column.
We're going to get a held ball. That will go in favor of Shanley, who trails by three.
And I mean, something as little as the possession arrow. You never know. Something as simple as that could be the difference in this game. When you're back and forth like these two teams are right now, having one extra possession at the end of the game could be the difference.
Missed three for Kraft. Ball picked up by Claybo. Will come to Moschenbaker. Moschenbaker misses a layup. Hakim the rebound. Been a lot of back and forth. Shanley just has not been able to crack the points here.
Ooh,
nice feed
pass
on that high-low miss layup for Pollard, and a call against Shanley will give the ball to Davies.
Let me tell you what, that's not an easy pass. When you're rising up looking to score, to see someone in your peripheral vision there, when your eyes are locked in on the rim. Great look there from Tyler Kraft. Not an easy finish, but one that you'd like to have if you're Shanley. Down by 3 here with under 4 to go.
Moschenbaker will miss the shot. Put back attempt blocked by Hakim. Moschenbaker gets it, loses it, and Hakim's going to be fouled. It will be on Moschenbaker. Moschenbaker's second, team 6th.
That was a big block by Hakim. It almost looked like he was just going to let him go ahead and shoot that floater, but Hakim, he's got sneaky length, and with that frame, he can get up there.
We're going to timeout on the court. We'll be back with more on YourLiveEvent.com.
Powerful and playful. Delicate and precise. Bold and carefree. It's the way you move, and it moves us. To deliver care for your whole family. To provide options beyond the expected. To help you leave pain in the past and find your way forward. Sanford Health. Here for all. Here for good.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
Back on YourLiveEvent.com, Davies 60, Shanley 57. On our United Savings Credit Union scoreboard, one of the great sponsors, one of the many great sponsors we had for our coverage of the EDC basketball tournament. More to come tomorrow, 4 games on the girls' side, 6 games for you on Saturday. A lot of basketball to be played here the next few days at the Shack. Shanley with the basketball. Handled by Tyler Kraft. Will come to Connor Kraft. Hands it off to Carter Jagger. Jagger the drive. Nice feed to Hakim. Hakim to the rim. 2. 12 for Hakim. 60 to 59. Shanley within a point. 3:24 to play.
Great patience there from Hakim to slow down, shot fake, and make sure he took Frosley away out of the picture as Frosley answers back with a dunk.
Big hit shot by Frosley, 62-59. He had the elevation, used his size to advantage on that big jam as Hakim will come to Pollard. Inside, miss layup for Kraft, and it's Davies basketball, under 3 to play. Davies leads by 3. Moschenbaker feeds to Frosley, throws it in the lane, swatted out of bounds by Carter Jagger, and he just had limbs going everywhere, just trying to disrupt anything. I think obviously Shanley would be happy if he would have been able to reel that ball in, but they're happy to just stop the progress of Davies.
Yeah, absolutely.
Claybo with the basketball will come to Frosley on the post. Back to Moschenbaker. Moschenbaker's pass by Brown, or passes to Brown, tip to Hakim. Hakim off the glass, misses the shot, picked right up by Claybo. Claybo to the corner, Brown, 3, good. Raymond Brown has been big here in the second half, scoring 10, 65-59 the score. Timeout Deacons. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
The City of Hillsborough welcomes you with opportunities to build, grow, live, and work in the Hillsborough community. With the City of Hillsborough Renaissance Zone, new businesses and entrepreneurs can use to start a business. The time for you to consider Hillsborough is now. Come see us, make the drive, and visit the City of Hillsborough. Contact city offices or visit www.hillsborough-nd.com. Small town, big opportunity. Experience Hillsborough.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
65-59, Davies a 6-point lead against Shanley. EDC semifinals. Winner clinches a spot on to state in the EDC championship game on Saturday. Losing team will play in a state qualifying game 11 a.m. Saturday morning against Fargo North. Kraft to shoot, ball altered out of bounds, no foul call.
Well, Davies, I think maybe the last 3 or 4 possessions have done a really good job of contesting shots at the rim without fouling, making it tough for Shanley to get anything inside there when they're attacking the rim.
Kraft to Kraft. Ball handled by Carter Jagger. Fakes the pass to shoot, finished by Kraft, but I think the foul was going to nix the points. Foul will be on Moschenbaker. His third. Team 7th, both teams now in the bonus. Jagger, though, I believe will be getting 2 shots regardless. Gets the first 5-point game. Minute 53 to play.
And a stat worthy of noting here that Chase Miller brought to our attention. 70 points is the lowest point total that Fargo Davies has scored so far this year. Earlier in the year against West Fargo Cheyenne. Getting close to that mark right now, but Shanley obviously doing a good job of defending and keeping this game within reach.
Claybo, near side. Guarded by Kraft, comes off a screen. Kraft able to fight through it. Claybo comes down low, ball knocked away, loose, and onto the near side, picked up by Jagger. That was Braflat, tried to yank it away, and it gets turned over. Feed to Kraft, knocked out of his hands, picked up by Moschenbaker. Moschenbaker up to Claybo, and a charge called against Claybo, his third. Minute 17 left in the game. Shanley's basketball down by 4. Inbound goes to Carter Jagger. Comes to Pollard, back to Jagger. And misstep goes to Kraft and gets by Kraft out of bounds. 1:03 left to play Davies basketball.
It's been a while since Shanley's made a field goal. Davies really picking up the intensity on defense ever since they switched from zone back to man. They've done a really good job of making things tough on the Deacons.
Moschenbaker brings the ball up court. Moschenbaker 9 points in the game.
Davies looking to take some time off the clock before looking to attack. Probably the smart thing to do right now.
And Claybo steps off the defender, misses the shot. Shanley gets the ball back, 35 seconds to play. Down by 4. Feed comes to Pollard. Back to the hands of Jagger. Jagger, the drive, shoot, misses the shot, put back in by Connor Kraft. 65-63, 22.7 seconds left. Timeout Deacons. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
See your future come together at Lake Region State College. Train for in-demand careers, part-time, full-time, or online. At Lake Region State College, we change lives.
Back on YourLiveEvent.com, EDC semifinals. All three games have been so exciting today, and this one right down to the wire. 65-63, Shanley trails with 22.7 seconds left.
Now, if you're Shanley, you're probably looking to get one trap and then maybe trying to foul. I think the two guys you don't want to foul right now are Mason Clabo and Raymond Brown, the two best free throw shooters on the Davies. Mason Clabo at 72% right now on the year. Looks like he'll be going to the free throw line here. Still a 1-and-1 though. And I believe he's missed 2 free throws so far today.
Carter Jagger will foul out of this game with 20.3 seconds left. And Mason Clabo gets the first. Still a one-possession game, 66-63.
You know, normally when you're looking to foul, you usually look to foul an underclassman, but I think he might be an exception to that rule.
67-63, 20.3 seconds left, and here's another timeout, this one for Davies. We'll be back with more on YourLiveEvent.com.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms, saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage, our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
67-63, Davies looking for win number 21 of the season and another trip on to the Class A state basketball tournament. Welcome back to our coverage of EDC basketball on YourLiveEvent.com. One more game after this, Cheyenne against West Fargo, and then a full slate of girls games coming up tomorrow with 6 games on Saturday. Oh, and by the way, on top of all of that, Region 1 basketball playing games being played today on YourLiveEvent.com. Region 1 boys tournament, we'll have full coverage of that next week, as well as a Region 2 boys basketball tournament. And if you miss any games, archived at YourLiveEvent.com. 4-point game, 20.3 seconds left. Everything you want in the postseason. Shanley down by 4, needs to inbound the basketball and needs to get some quick points.
Oh, in a 2-possession game, the best thing that can happen for him right now is to get to the free throw line. They only have 1 timeout left. Free throws stop the clock.
It's Kraft with the basketball. Feeds to Pollard for 3, off the iron, ball out of bounds. And they're going to say Hakim was the last to get hands on the basketball. What a performance from both of these teams, and this EDC basketball tournament has lived up to the billing. And here comes a foul to stop time. That is Alex Wheelock. And that will be Daniel York at the line to shoot 2. It was a lead at the half for Shanley, 36-33. That's now 68-63. Second shot will miss. Davies will withhold the upset attempt by Shanley. They win this one by a final of 68-63 on United Savings Credit Union's scoreboard. Post-game show next on YourLiveEvent.com.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents. in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good. From simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most.
See Jared Hansen in Larimore, your agent with answers.
Powerful and playful. Delicate and precise. Bold and carefree. It's the way you move, and it moves us. To deliver care for your whole family. To provide options beyond the expected. To help you leave pain in the past and find your way forward. Sanford Health. Here for all. Here for good.
Back on YourLiveEvent.com, our final 68-63. Davies beats Shanley, and let's send it over to Chase Miller. Chase.
Thank you very much, Joel. With us now, Mason Claybo, 29 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. Mason, a dogfight. Shanley held you to a season-low 68 points, but defense, you got you the win. Just talk about this game and recap it for us.
I think, one of the most proudest things of this team right now is we were down, and when people get down, they usually start to give up, but we just battled. I think we gained the lead with, maybe 8 minutes left. And I'm just so proud of the team. Some people that, these people in the crowd may not have thought have stepped up, and we just had a great win.
Talk about that team defense as much as it's going when you got in rhythm early. What's going through your mind when that first and second one kind of starts going when you get in a shooter's roll?
I think it's just it builds the confidence. Everything you shoot feels like it's going in. Then in defense, you get steals, and just everything goes well.
Final thing for you, heading to the EDC Tournament Championship on Saturday night. How sweet is that one, and what's the next 48 hours going to be like?
I mean, we're gonna watch this game, see who we play next. But last year did not go the way we wanted, and we wanted to get back here and prove that we belong in the EDC Championship game again.
Hey, Mason, thanks so much for your time, and best of luck on Saturday night.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
That again, Mason Claybo, freshman guard. Again, Joel, game high 29 points. Back to you.
Thank you, Chase. We'll have more of a post-game show next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Welcome to Ada, Minnesota. There's much to offer for new residents and much to do once you're here. Medical facility, living community, and assistant living. A beautiful school campus providing quality education. The Deco Center with a 24-hour fitness center. A community of faith with church and youth programs. Auto dealers, bowling, theater, farm implement and agronomy centers. Banks, retail and service businesses, a radio station, and much more. With employment and housing available. Welcome to the City of Ada to work, raise a family, and relax. Contact the City of Ada for more information.
Rock Solid Concrete. Give them a call at 701-238-4523 to get a free estimate on all your concrete projects. Services provided are, but not limited to, decorative stamp patios, decorative stamp sidewalks, new and replacement driveways and sidewalks, garage, shop, and shed pad floors, and residential and commercial flat work. They would love to sit down with you and find a plan that works best for your projects. Call Rock Solid Concrete at 701-238-4523.
Back on YourLiveEvent.com, our final 68-63. Davies hangs on to defeat Shanley. Congratulations to Davies, win number 21 of the season. They will now play in the championship game Saturday night, but they also earn themselves a spot onto the state basketball tournament, which will be played here next week. Our final numbers in this game, it was for Shanley, 33% from the field, 25% on three-pointers, 10 for 19 from the free throw line. Davies, 33% from the field, 6 for 16 on threes, 18 for 25 from the free throw line. Rebounds in favor of Shanley, 40-37. Points off turnovers in favor of Davies, 8-0. Bench points, 13-11 in favor of Shanley. And it was, Alex, it was the little, I don't want to call them coincidentals, but those little things, points off turnovers, points off the bench. Each team played to their strengths in this game, and it was just Davies who was just a few points better in the final outcome.
Yeah, that's playoff basketball for you. Just every single little thing, it builds up in the course of a game. Things just get a little bit tighter when playoff time rolls around, and Davies was able to make just a couple more plays.
Individual numbers in this one, Connor Kraft finishes with 14 points, 10 rebounds, a double-double. Connor Kraft was the biggest player that Shanley had when they needed him the most. The man behind him who had 14 points, 4 rebounds, Fakuri Hakim, he was the biggest player when Shanley needed him. And then Bennett Bird, 10 points, 8 rebounds. He was a big guy all around for Shanley. Also contributing, Connor Jagger with 8 points, Tyler Kraft with 8 points, Jack Pollard with 6, Alex Rialock with 3 points. Mason Claybo finished with 29 points, 8 rebounds for Davies, 11 points, 4 rebounds for Raymond Brown, 9 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists for Ian Moschenbaker, 8 points, 4 rebounds for Max Frosley, 8 points for Alex Proctor. Proctor was a guy, Alex, who when they needed some offense, he really came up big. Proctor, 6 points in the first half when offense was scarce.
Yeah, he came in and he gave him a boost. He's a really explosive player, and so he's very dangerous around the basket. But how about Raymond Brown in the second half? Scored 10 of his 11 points in the second there. A couple of really big buckets. I think he scored the first points of the second half there to get him going. I think he was one of the biggest reasons Davies was able to come out with a win there with that second half performance.
Get our final 68-63. Time now to get some of our post-game accolades. Our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, and it's going to be a toss-up between Alex Proctor and Raymond Brown, because as you mentioned, both of those guys came up in those big stretches, so they're going to be our co-Enbridge Energy Players of the Game. Work has begun to replace Line 3 and keeping everyone safe as Enbridge's top priority. Learn more by visiting enbridge.com/line3.us. And time now to name our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. Mason Claybo, 7 for 11 on free throws, 4 for 8 on 3, 9 for 28 from the field. Finishes with 29 points. He is the RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. RDK will be holding their Hillsborough Operations Clinic Monday, March 21st. To register, visit planterdoc.com. The clinic will provide the opportunity to brush up on monitor setup and operations of precision planting systems. RDK Enterprises Clinic again Monday, March 21st. That will do it for our broadcast here. Davies will play the winner of our next game, West Fargo and West Fargo Cheyenne. Well, for Shanley, it'll be a matchup 11 o'clock Saturday morning against Fargo North. We'll have that for you on yourliveevent.com. Well, thanks, Coach, for joining us here on our last 2 broadcasts. Hope to see more of you coming around here throughout this EDC tournament. I'm Joel Morgan. Remind you once again of our final score on the United Savings Credit Union scoreboard. Davies 68, Shanley 63. More playoff basketball coming up next on yourliveevent.com.